presented by your local Toyota dealers.
Good evening. Hope you are already having a happy new year, and we are so glad you are spending your first Sunday night of 2026 here with us. This is Sports Extra presented by your local Toyota dealers. I'm Tina Cervasio. So it has been well documented throughout this football season, the battle that Giants owner and president John Mara has been going through as he undergoes treatment for cancer. So for all the fans and their narrative about the Giants tanking for better draft position, when you're inside that locker room, you actually learn winning these last few games was more than about football for the Giants. It was about making their owner proud and giving him joy. And with the Giants win over the Cowboys this afternoon, ending what was a very tumultuous season, interim head coach Mike Kafka handed over the game ball to John Mara. Our Jennifer Williams was at the Giants' final game of the season today and has more from MetLife Stadium.
In the regular season finale at MetLife Stadium, the Giants were trying to snap a 9-game losing streak against the Cowboys, and while there were draft implications on the line, a loss only helping the G-Men's position in April, this game was about the future and the development of quarterback Jackson Dart, the rookie, proving once again that he's built for this league. At the end of the first half, Dart flipped the ball to tight end Daniel Bellinger for New York's first touchdown of the game and the lead. Dart wasn't done just yet. Tossing a TD to running back Tyrone Tracy, things got a little chippy as the drive topped off with a successful 2-point conversion, put the game out of reach. New York beating Dallas 34-17, the final score.
I'm confident in myself every time I step on the field. I feel like, I'm a player who can shift the game and change it in a way for our team to win.
And while there's still some learning to do, Dart finished the day completing 22 of his 32 pass attempts for 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
I was proud of being able to bounce back from that Minnesota game and to have 2 solid weeks to come out with wins going into this offseason. And things are going to change here. So we're going to start doing this a lot more.
Dart's confidence was quickly challenged as he was asked why he's so certain things are going to change after a season in which the Giants went 4-13.
Because there's no other option. That's how I see it.
You see this of players continuing to grow and continuing to learn. He rarely makes the same mistake twice. So this is going to be a great offseason for him, and it was a great way for him to cap off the season.
And while Dart's future with the G-Men is clear, interim head coach Mike Kafka's is a bit more murky.
Yeah, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm thinking about this great win that we just had and enjoying this with the players and the coaches, seeing these guys in the locker room, just the smiles on their faces. Season wasn't what we all wanted, but they finished it the right way.
We can't accept what happened this year to happen ever again. And I'm excited for the off season to grow that culture and help put my hand in it. But it's going to have me and everybody else sick that we're going to be having to watch other teams play. And we got to make sure that we don't let that happen again.
Sunday's result, as well as others around the league, took Big Blue out of the running for the first or second pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. For Sports Extra, I'm Jennifer Williams.
And yes, to continue what Jennifer was saying, because the Giants beat the Cowboys, it locked in the Las Vegas Raiders with that number 1 overall pick. And the number 2 overall pick goes to the New York Jets. With the Jets in Orchard Park today to play the Bills in their final game at Highmark Stadium before they move, you would think against, most of the Bills' second-team players that the Jets could find ways to end this season on a positive note. But there was nothing positive about this game in Buffalo for the Jets. The Bills went down the field on their very first drive, led by backup quarterback Mitch Trubisky. He hit Dawson Knox with a 17-yard touchdown pass there, so then it was 7-0 Bills. And Buffalo was just getting started. Former Jet Ty Johnson runs it in from 6 yards out, putting the Bills up 14-0 in the second quarter. That was the first of 2 TDs for Johnson on the day. Trubisky threw 2 more touchdowns. This one here, a 2-yard TD pass to Gabe Davis, and that made it 29-0. The Bills go on to beat the Jets 35-8 as the Jets finish the season 3-14. And as I mentioned earlier, with the loss, the Jets will now pick second in the draft come this April.
obviously, man, the game.